Hello, my wonderful friends. It's Roger Sperm at Fossil University. That is a giant human fingertip. It's been DNA certified as human. That is the fingernail. That is the bone that bumps up, I believe it's a thumb. This is the blood supplies, and there is a fingerprint that's quite easily seen. I'll show you that. Alright, that's the fingerprints that were on that gigantic fingertip that I showed you. It's almost 3 feet long. These are the sweat pores. Those are the fingerprint ridges. And this is grip skin. It's a very thick, heavy, keratinized skin. And above that, I went into the artery and took from the blood supply, sent it off to have it analyzed, and they said it was human DNA that I sent them. I'm a pretty technical guy. I did it very carefully, so it was not contaminated, and they said it was dense for ancient DNA because I went right up into the artery. I didn't just swab it off of something. So it's pretty seriously well done. And, you know, the anatomy is pretty obvious, too. Okay, this is the DNA report back here. We also have these. I haven't had these DNA tested, but we have, they're called no-toes, and they're just like our feet, basically, only they have springs. That's where the bone would be. This is where the fibia sits on the side. We have the tibia comes down, fibia on the side. That's the pattern of the blood, but the toes are encased inside. It's really just about like us, only on the side here you can see these curvy little things. There's springs in here, and we have them in deteriorated condition where we can see the springs, and that is what did the work. And there's no tendons that I can determine anyway, and this was a human lung that was also on this DNA test. And everything turns into stone if it's in the right condition. And all biological stuff wants to stabilize. And in wet, certain conditions, in the right kind of pH, the transition metals and so forth will migrate in and take over. Like this, I think it's a goose or a duck, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of waterfowl looking thing. There's its feathers, and there's the neck. In there, you know, it's... what it is what it is. And this was the DNA report, and it comes down and talks about how they did everything. And again, I harvested and sent it, and there was 3 things. There was 2 giants and 1, the lung that I just showed you. And all 3 of them came back human mitochondrial DNA. And they came back in the cytochrome BG region and the D loop region. And that, oops, can you see that? Yeah, well, I have the report. I can show the report, and it's it's very well done. It was a good quality test. It wasn't just a swab or anything. So I think it's time to take a look at this. This was 5 years ago that I had this done, and it's been not well received. So, well, actually, almost 6 years ago now. Anyway, that's my story. And if anybody would like to contact me and understand a little more about this, well, I don't want, no, forget about it. Don't contact me, to be honest with you. Just start to show people and speak about it. That's all. I can't get that deep into these things anymore. I have too many irons in the fire, so to speak. So I need somebody to step up and do this, basically to take over and do what I have done and show my stuff. And I have a few people that have talked about it, but I haven't had anybody really step up and do anything yet. So it's a big thing. I'm not criticizing anybody for not wanting to jump in on it, but there's a lot of reasons you might want to stay away from this, but people are looking. I know they're paying attention. What it means at this point to anyone is anyone's guess. But there's certainly meaning here, and I am trying to find it. So I love you all, and have a sterling day. Thank you.